Center and Regent Car Wash Center as way for help reduce the unemployment rate among young people them. That's a news brief will come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM with Theodora Rena.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Many thanks to Theodora Rena for bringing calm news brief. Stay tuned to Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. 3 minutes past the hour 12, and we will go back to the studio 2 for bringing calm the program Midday Show. Stay tuned.
Good day and welcome to the program Midday Show, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We the same also listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Me where they bring this edition of the program can to you, my name na Princess Pias. Like all time inside this program, we get plenty news, information, and entertainment. So do with me for the next 1 hour inside the program. You can listen to me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, or you can send a message to the number on 077-981-981 for be part of the program, or you can watch me live on Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, today inside the program, I get Ambassador Francis Patterson, where na the CEO and chairman for Preach Peace Salone. Well, he therefore can talk about what the organization only do and waiting then things say for maintain peace in the country. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
The program is still a listen to na Midday Show, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The issue of rape, abuse, early child marriage still na concern to people and organization them, and plenty organization them don't advocate on sexual gender-based violence. And as different organization continue to look inside this issue, Caritas Free Tongue don't get one project to name mainstreaming sexual gender-based violence awareness in schools and communities for reduced teenage pregnancy and early marriage, where then go be implement. Also, the project manager na Caritas Free Tongue, Idris Mansari, say this project will benefit 40 schools and 40 teachers them, and the project main focus now on rape, early child marriage in a western area. Saptu Kalon gets more in Gona reports.
Caritas Free Tongue don't they contribute towards government effort for push the country go before, especially on area we get for those less privileged people. And also, they don't give support to any emergency health situation where the country be don't face and they go through now. And as in continue for play the role in a society on different issues them, the project manager na Caritas Free Tongue, Idris Mansari, say Caritas Free Tongue they begin implement one project when are the mainstreaming sexual gender-based violence awareness in school and communities to combat teenage pregnancy and early child marriage in a western area.
And this now what we do for government efforts. Social welfare ministry, then we get also the police, we get the family support unit. When I get there, then they do a part of them here, but we as a civil society, as an NGO, we can help them. So this project is a school and community project.
Idris Mansari took this in our engagement where Caritas Free Tongue all with different partner and representative them. It continues say this project go target and benefit 40 school and 40 teacher them, and the project a main focus now on sexual gender-based violence.
And all about this is about sexual gender-based violence. When they get the awareness, how harassment can take place, how we can seduce them, where in the end, what we try for our teenage pregnancies. When they begin small, they don't wish, they tell them for riches, we begin for marriage, or we adult for marriage, they don't disturb that package, they don't disturb your education to early marriage or to teenage pregnancies. And then things can happen in the community, and we only see accidents that can happen in schools. But this project, we get 40 schools then, will be selected for benefit from this project. Their schools, there are 20 are selected from the western area urban districts and 20 from the western area urban municipalities. And all the schools that we select are secondary schools. But of that also, we get 40 teachers there, where also we bring on board inside this particular project there.
The project manager na Caritas Freetong, Idris Mansari, and say Caritas get for work with other institution, agency, model ambassador of change for implement this project. As the model ambassadors of change, they talk about people we don't handle and advocate on sexual gender-based violence. One of the model ambassadors of change, Adam Asila, explained, but the kind of rape case them where they don't encounter during time them where they can advocate.
We work at different communities, and when we embark on that campaign, it was really pathetic because you see, then they rape 2 years, 5 months old picking, 2 years old picking, and we see the testimonies there. This not a story, not a company, women tamper speaking. So they're telling me saying that the normal times we don't get corona or any pandemic really ravage the country. They were normal times. What of now?
The mainstreaming sexual gender-based violence awareness in school and community, they also target 40 teacher them. And inside in your talk for Seka other teacher them. Alima Masakoy, when a principal na St. Edward Secondary School for JSS students them say communication a big challenge between Kombra, teacher and picking them. As it say, most Kombra them not can get time for them picking them.
But the only thing we will get time for the picking, when you don't sit exam, you don't pass, we can't get out of school, we don't. Almost there as colleague teachers, can get time for talk to them picking when you come to school. Almost we as colleague teachers, can call them picking especially the girl picking because they're vulnerable. So parents they make their money, you know they wait for them picking away. You don't know. Now they will wash dress and come to school. No lunch. Who say you expect the picking forget lunch? I want follow we join Caritas so that we will support them and we will able to give awareness to we picking them.
Community settlement now one way most them can dey among perpetrator and victim of rape. As most them, some Kombra them when they cannot rape them picking can settle the matter with the man we can rape them picking. Almami Bola Bangua na tribal head na Lomle community. He emphasized on the role of Kombra them for protecting girl picking them.
Woman levels of rape na host and demand. Woman they money to the girl picking them. Woman from going to the girl picking, what do they do? What do they go? No, let the girl picking when they come out I want is I want. I remember once a friend people and just come to me complain. Wow, man, I can't complain. Say, Chief, something to go on another day, something to go on day. They say one picking for tell me say man rape all day. But in the case for telling your man, that I say something, he say yes. He started the man to the bar, I say yes. He started the man, he say he called the man in the bar, he went to the hall. What did the man say? The man said, well, that is not going to give 1 million to the parents in education.
Caritas Freetong get for work with ministry, institution and other agency where don't they handle and advocate for sexual gender-based violence and other things that we don't they affect girl picking them na western area. And this project get for take 1 year for look at the different issue them where this project cover. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Saptiu Kalon, the report.
The program is still a listen to on a midday show with a country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You the same also listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or you can send a message to the number on 077981981 for be part of the program. As plenty concern no dey comot from people but the fish we then say no dey na the market, the abomaster na the tambakula waf Yaya Kamara say one main reason na because the troller them waking fishing then can go na area them where the local fisherman them for do them fishing. We don't make them they not they able for catch better fish again. Theodora Arena look inside this and gonna report.
Local fishermen them don dey contribute for make the country get fish for eat and save help for develop the country in economy. But this being time, people them don dey grumble say fish don dey shorten na markets wey don dey affect plenty people dem, but wetin na the cause make Radio Democracy go waka na the Tambakula waf na Aberdeen? Usai I been talk to the Abo master na this waf.
Anemia Kamara, me na Abo master Tambakula waf. The fishing business wey sky so, sky the first time we the fish with the kind side na keep or can fishing. But then now the chocolate and ambog the fishing. Now the fish, the chocolate and ambog the fish don't go out. So now the local boat and able go outside the fish right now. So I made the fish kite per week. Well, they give it much problem right now because the time they go they catch on day. What you spend where they put you get her. So better on day. So blank fish where they get catch when they go they catch.
The voice we just listen to na the Abo master na the Tambakula waf wey e be dey explain, but the reason wey make them not dey catch better fish again. But wetin na the thing them wey the ministry they do for protect local fishermen them? Ibrahim Toure na the Deputy Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources. He explain.
We don't do a lot of reforms in the ministry, and one of the reforms now for that we beef up we monitoring and control and surveillance area. Yeah, maybe before we come the issues and the frequent incursion of vessels them into the IEZ. But since we come, the minister decides no, then situations we need for put a stop, and we make sure we procure a robust satellite-based monitoring, vessel monitoring system where it monitor the vessels, the activities of the vessels, them 24/7 for know what they do inside in the fish, and we rehabilitate the station at the JMC, the Joint Maritime Committee, the JOC, the Joint Maritime Committee, where then they monitor the activities of all the vessels them.
Ibrahim Toure continues say, then go find boats them, where them don't they catch fish aside them, where them don't tell and say they not for go.
For make we able ensure compliance, that vessels they not go inside that place, we don't review regulations, and within the regulations we get the fines and sanctions regime where we don't increase the fines them 10 or 15 times. Like for instance, both way been they go inside the IEZ before the inshore exclusion zone where it prohibited for make them go there. If them go there before, they mean they pay $30,000. As we speak now, if any boat will go inside that place there and you are caught either physically by the frequent patrol when they do or through by the vessel monitoring system, they will find you more than $500,000.
But the reason we make the Abo master, Yaya Kamara, say they're not able to catch better fish again, make Abin turn the mic to some woman the way they sell fish na the Tambakula waf na Aberdeen.
My name is Sarah Cool. I'm not the chair lady for Tambakula waf. Because of the climate, because dry season, where the weather not they blow, they get. But right now, where the climate don't change, so they get Tamboku again. Not all fishermen they go right now because the climate is not fine. Because sometimes you go then and show where it is, I see breeze come out. So now it makes so the other day it not go. Because we know they get no business right now because for this sick way they right now. Because most of the customers they moku they sit down and also they come back. So you don't see. So the sell is slow for we business, not they run so like. I mean anyway, the Tambakula waf. The fish, the boat they gonna see, they catch plenty. Some boat they gonna say they come back. So we self no waiting at the reason we catch no day. They go now so they come back. So man self in the past no they come out. So pass we can manage, then go back. But not really easy. The fish no day. They affect because now we able for picking for take care of ourselves, we home because business no day.
With all the challenge the way the fisherman they get from the fish business, make them a call on authority way concern for help them so that they go begin catch better fish where they go able for sell for make people eat. For Radio Democracy, me na Theodora Arena the report.
The program is still listening to a media show with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Well, I still get with me Ambassador Francis Patterson, when are the CEO and chairman for Preach Peace Salone. Well, the day for can talk about the work we then don't do. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Madam Morito.
For somebody where they listen, we for the first time, Preach Peace Salone. wetin come about for form this kind organization?
Well, Gud Mornin Salone na a non-political organization, and wetin bring about Gud Mornin Sierra Leone, when you look na salon, wetin dey happen for the past few months, like trending, because this not a way we want for go, because this na road where we be don pass, and we know how this road there be hot way. So looking back at wetin dey happen, you see people in violence every now and then, you see people in the fed, people are not happy. So we decide as young people from come together for see how we can help in we way for foster peace, for talk to we company say peace na the only way. Fet not to the solution, because we don't fet we say for so long, and we see say it not benefit we at all. So now one of the things that they will give we the cause for form this organization, and we don't talk to we company them for see how we go less this violence business.
Okay, so for more from this organization, what are some of the activities them we like do embark on?
Well, presently we don't embark on so many activities, and we now a peace-oriented organization. But because of waiting they on now, this corona sickness we dey among we decide say we self for help government in we own way. So we don't go na communities them with health essentials them, things them way people them for use way for fight this sickness. We don't go na different community them as we preach the peace message. We dey help them in we own little way for give them waiting we get.
Okay, now what's in now na focus area? The organization focus in terms of promoting peace and for stop non-violence?
Well, this organization, they work on 5 pillars. Number 1, na dialogue. Because if you see somebody where is not peaceful, all time they make confusion, you want to know why this person every time is violence. So now one of the pillars and the dialogue, we believe in training, we believe in mentorship. We get different pillars them. We they do different in them, because we they give out arms, because they like say empty bag not the team up. Some side and they would go for go preach peace. If you meet somebody they angry, they not able for listen to you, because one thing now in the country, everybody they say they're not glad, everybody disgruntled. So when we go with waiting we get and give to them before we preach the peace. So now some of them things they are we don't do. We don't train young people them, we don't talk to them, we don't mentor them, and these are some of the things them we don't do.
Okay, now we know say this just like we say this a corona term, and recently we see different violence activity them where be done the happiness being term na the country. So also way an organization don't they play in terms of like capturing the youth and talk to them for plan pass something the violence activity there?
Okay, well, in that area they now one of the pillar they again when are influencing. You know, you see most of the youth them today we they in violence. Then they do these things because they under the influence of one or two things. Either a set of people them they try for talk to them for be violent, or sometimes they take drugs, or one way or the other. So what do? They try for influence them. First of all, they let them know the value what it mean for let you become a youth. Like before, we hear people and they talk say the youth they are the future leaders. We will not believe in that. We don't see youths them na this government, we don't see youth in a past government. We don't they make headways. So if you na youths not mean say pass you get for wait stay tomorrow, you get for be responsible. So we they talk to them, we they influence them. Say una look we self na youth, if we can do this, if you can look like this minister, you look like this person, you look like this woman, where they do well, you self can do the same. And most of them, the funny thing about them people here where they become so violent now with society, when you ask them why did they become so violent, some not even get reason. So you don't know say now people them they lead them. And one thing what we organization do, we get international partners them, we get Sierra Leoneans them where they out, because most of the thing where they happen at Salone this week country, the confusion the way you see they happen, making we don't now some of the findings them, but putting they come out from over yonder. Because then people are over yonder, now then the parents for them people in there, now then they feed them, now then they do them. So anything where they tell them for do, Nine they do. So most of them not any do them by themselves. So what we do, capture them people them Obayanda and then self they partner with we. So because we don't talk to the Obanda, then self they talk to people there. So now so we they do community to community, attire base to attire base. We they gonna get to this we mission a nationwide mission. Now for everybody, now for every Sierra Leonean. Because listen, if we say we no want peace na this land, then that means say we not go enjoy Mama Salone. And this country na a beautiful country where God don't give we the only way we go live now where we dey in peace.
Okay, now we see just you see when they preach peace, and we see outside government we get the Bintumanitri conference, and as we for promote more peace, more tolerance could there among people in the country, where yet still the government they try for set up the peace commission. So what do you think of that kind gathering day where government being come about for make different people in come together and discuss the way forward?
Well, it's very good. Now be a step in the right direction. Now, like somebody be asked me the same question. It been fine, but if you watch just after that, we don't get that conference day. But you find out say violence still they increase. So what me feel government don't do you, but there is another part of it where na approach. Some of them people them you get for go down na the slum community, you get for go to na them place the outside confusion they happen. You get for know waiting at the waiting make people them they in violence. You get for know waiting make because most of them conference and then my sister I can tell you now people they wear inside suit and tie, now people they wear inside motorcar, now then they invite na them conference then the actual people them where they cause the problem, then they go na them conference then they don't know. Now big people them now they go to conference, when they come they sit down back in their office, they sit down back in their house. The actual man and the woman where they make confusion in our community, then they talk to them. And at that day we they do. We they go down day for no waiting at the problem. Because now them people are people that they use. So now that day we they do. So they been to money conference, it been fine. And now waiting government they try for do this peace commission. Now another good thing. But waiting me they look at the approach, how they get for do them. How inclusive it gets for be. Because if you take people them with so suit and tie, go put them back in that commission, they I know they see anything go good for come out today. This is a commission we forget everybody. Ghetto man there for day inside there. Because a ghetto man nobody able for talk to ghetto man. Now attire base man they able for talk. And this is the place them where confusion they come out. So when they set up a peace commission, all them people you get for involved. Because not a minister they come on go na attire base or go talk to them. You need attire base man for talk to attire base. You need ghetto man for talk to attire base. So government don't they try, but I believe say they get more for do.
Okay, so an organization they collaborate with other people like in the way also they in the same line for maintain peace in the country.
Yes, very much. Well, wait till we don't begin for do. The first thing we do, because we see say politics don't affect we so much negatively in this country. Anything where Salomon they do, if you not bring politics inside, in feel say that thing they not hold. So what we don't do now, we don't cite all the political parties them, we don't write them because we need them on board. And now what people they think in a salon, everybody when they talk about political party, then they talk about APC and SLPP. But we get other parties them, and these people them what they na Sierra Leonean them. They self can tend for be good, they can tend for be bad. So we don't write all political parties. We don't write from the president, take calm down. We don't write everybody. This is not a national call. We want for partner with all political parties. We want for partner with all other agencies, them, even foreign partners that we did now. Because this self will be part of them. Because if you didn't have this country as ambassador, if peace not in a salon, trust me, the job you can do, you need to do them well. So we the partner with people them.
So now, as somebody where they preach for peace na salon, so what do you think say na some of the key factors them where they contribute for make peace insecurity they dey na any country?
Well, dissatisfaction na one, but like me no one for base some. Like yesterday I talked to somebody, I say if all the youths them, all the young people in this country, they can fend themselves na carpenter shop. They can fend themselves in a garage. They can fend themselves in a place them where they go land job. Trust me, you go make some politicians them become handicapped. Because for more we don't in this country, I don't witness all the war them. I not ever see them go na bank for go take somebody say Carlo go make confusion or for go fet. I never see them go na tailor shop. Then they look for people them where not they do anything. Then they look for people them where idle, where not get nothing for do. So now one of the factors then dandy where they cause people them for be violent. People they just sit down, youths they no want do anything. They just they say government no they help we. But we can say yes, government gets in your role, but we self as citizens we get to your role. If you get job for land, you land that job. They trust me, you know they depend too much on government or somebody know they come for can influence you. And ignorance na another thing where they cause people them for be violent. And like now this hate speech where they go around. Some man they get in phone, you know, this social media, it don't do we good, it don't do we bad. And for Salone, we can say it don't do we bad more. Because somebody go get in phone, they receive a message. Instead self no say this message I receive. If I keep for the send them, I continue for the send them, and they cause problem, then they continue for send them. So now ignorance. So these are some of the factors them where they cause the violence in the land.
Okay, I will come back to you for make we talk the way forward for maintain the country in peace. Well, that's now Ambassador Francis Patterson, we na the Syrian chairman for Preach Peace Salone. Well, they had to talk about the work and what he thinks say now some of the problems them where they make peace not in any country. Well, the program is still listened to na midday show where they can live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, now na time for let we relax and take music inside the program.
Oh yeah, we understand no man. Oh yeah, it's a song for the people. Oh mama, oh papa, they will look who's for the wife. We understand no man. Now we for look who's and we go push forward. Sierra Leone, level up by that and push forward. We understand no man. Now we for luck with self and we go push forward. Sierra Leone, level up brothers and we go push forward. Mende sini limba so na one. Danko fuya and madingo na one. Easy loko kono shabu na one. We all na one. Mende sini limba so na one. Danko fuya and madingo na one. Easy loko kono shabu na one. We all na one. Now we for luck with self for being we motherland. No say no concern for this land. Crucial time like this, making up where we are. Make we come together, life for baby plan. No place like yeah. What shall it profit a man to bring this world and you lose your soul? All things where you left for, where you die, you don't go tell no go. Kill your brother for property. This life for the live, not vanity. Help me where I struggle. Not all the time if I can't give me trouble. Wish me well, but not wish me bad. Oh. What are you telling that in the kego? Level up for that and push forward. Look who's my salon down come out. So I pledge me love and loyalty. There is no place like your own country. Yeah. Now we fall like we self for being we motherland. No say no concern for this land. Crucial time like this, making up where we are. Yeah. Make we come together, now for baby plan. All us alone, man. Now we fall like we self and we go push forward. Sierra Leone, level up by that. And push for we all us alone, man. Now we for luck with self and we go push forward. Sierra Leone, level up by that and we go push.
Well, plenty thank you to K-Fab. We give it a song the inside the program and indeed we for like we safe because now one Salone we get. The program is still listened to. Now me the show with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl and self you dey watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, you can send a message to the number on 077 981 981. Wednesday, June 3rd this year, na High Court before Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens. One party lawyer them for retired Major Alfred Paulo Conte, lawyer Joseph Fitzgerald Camara, don't say, up till now, them fail not the correctional service, they lock retired Major Alfred Paulo Conte, and the two accused people them for 24 hours, now then sell, and no they allow them for come out na do. We court reporter Osman Camara gets more and go now reports.
For every day wey Justice Alhaji Momoja Stephen Kinkana court, first thing wey he can ask na that any issue dey for address before the court start proper one. Some term them issue kin dey and some other term them issue no kin dey. But for Wednesday, June 3rd this year, issue min dey wey na phone issue. And lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara may raise this concern after we security dem take them phone dem at the hand and say na some of them phone here dem can use for do them small research them where the case dey carry on. But say the security then they allow the state prosecution team for all their own phone where they can inside courts where he say that's not to justice. But Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens be look inside this matter and be quick for settle am between the defense and the state prosecution so that all man go get understanding. After we Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens don't look inside this issue, second issue where lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara raised na that the correctional service they lock retired Major Alfred Paulo Conte and the two other accused people at 24 hours na dem cell and self not they get access for get fresh air. E continue say na only the term where retired Major Alfred Paulo Conte and the two accused in the Kana court na that term day then they able forget fresh air. We make Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens say the three accused people forget the same facility them like other accused people na the correctional service and say then three accused people are innocent because the court not find them guilty yet. And after we Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens they don't say this, it be ask the Attorney General and Minister of Justice office for make them get access for gonna state host because he say this go help for make justice day inside the case where it look inside. Witness number 11 na Joseph Abubakar Sanu, Detective Police Inspector and attached na the Criminal Investigation Department and then at the Scientific Support. Where be the talk? He say he member March 31 this year. He mean they on duty na the Criminal Investigation Department where Detective Inspector Aminata Kamara be withstand there on behalf of Detective Superintendent MK Aliyu for expert examination. And that year, with Detective Inspector Aminata Kamara been come with now one black block 17 pistol with number SL/CID-20/BFEF 234. The second one now one black block 21 pistol SL/CID-17/MUX 841-104.P. Joseph Abubakar Sanu, Detective Inspector carry on say, after we don't examine them, he may find out say they not mean clean this weapon after we them don't fire with them. At that point the witness reach, where lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara be object say, no evidence of gunshots, not there inside the indictment, inside this case. So he say the evidence not important and say the state prosecutor, lawyer Adrian Fisher, they ask leading question them to the witness. We make Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens be ask lawyer Adrian Fisher for making rephrase in question. Witness carry on say the block 21 pistol get AB sound past the block 17 and the block 17 light past the block 21. Now this point again the witness reach lawyer Adrian Fisher be asked for make the witness Joseph Abubakar Sanu Detective Police Inspector for demonstrate na court how then they fire pistol. But the witness no me only pistol and mean they demonstrate on action and say the block 17 pistol go damage any object if it is between 50 meter. We make later the clerk may give the witness the exhibits them for confirm if not they may talk about. But before the cross examination they carry on, lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara be raised concern again say the witness say in an expert, but not tender nothing for sure say in an expert in ballistics and say the testimony where the witness they give, not just in opinion, they give the court. So he say this evidence and testimony not important for the court. Where me they respond to waiting lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara say, the state prosecutor lawyer Adrian Fisher say, before the witness begin testifying at court, the judge may ask if any objection dey, but say they may answer say no, and only now then they raise this objection. After this comment by the state prosecutor, Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens be asked Joseph Fijira Kamara for cross-examine and look inside the qualification of the witness. But lawyer Joseph Fijira Kamara be reply say, na lawyer Africanos say, go do that. Cross-examine continue by lawyer Africano Cisse. Question: you say you get certificate in ballistic from Accra, Ghana. Na PhD certificate? Witness answer say, no my lord, not a PhD. Another question: na master's certificate you get? No my lord, not a master's certificate. Another question: na bachelor's certificate you get? And still the witness be answer say, no my lord. After plenty question them, lawyer Adrian Fisher been same way so object say all waiting the defense they ask not relevant because the witness get 12-year experience and capable for doing work. But this particular issue of qualification be take long term, and during the entire the juror do not mean they around because of legal matter according to the court. To make Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens be asked the clerk for call the juror them so then go carry on with this case. Lawyer Africano Cisse be asked other plenty question them as way for cross-examine this witness. The alleged treason case go continue in a high court and different witness them go continue for testify in a high court before Justice Alhaji Momoja Stevens. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
The program is still listening to Namidi Show. Inside December 2019, the Ministry of Information and Communication been tabled the Public Order Act of 1965 and the Well of Parliament for make Member of Parliament them look inside and repeal Part 5, where they talk about criminal libel law, where don't they ambog journalists they work. Tuesday, June 2nd this year, the leader of government business na Parliament, Honorable Matthew Numa, been pulled this bill force according to the Parliamentary Standing Order 59. Where this reason make the editor for the Salone Times newspaper, Thomas Dixon, say this na term where the executive for put more strength pan this bill for make it go turn law. Well, I be the parts na parliaments and put this report together. Part 5 na the Public Order Act of 1965 na one part the law them where people believe say don't they tie journalists them for do the work, where make government after government, don't they promise the media for police law commotes na the law book. And President Bio, during in campaign, been promised for police law. But from that time day to now, President Bio don't talk about this commitment plenty time.
My government acknowledges the role of media in enhancing participatory democratic governance. Journalists should hold government accountable in a responsible and professional manner. To that end, government is firmly committed to repealing the criminal libel law.
This commitment from President Bio make this bill be done go na Parliament, but Tuesday, June 2nd this year, Parliament been pull this bill come out. But waiting are the reason for this?
It was due to parliamentary proceedings, Section 59, SO 59 of the Standing Orders tells us that if you have a bill that lapses for over 3 months or a session is finished, you have to review it again. Otherwise, you have to have a consensus in the chamber for you to look at the document again. That doesn't mean we are just throwing it away. No, we are only basically observing the procedures in Parliament. The bill will come again because, I mean, from that time to now, it has lapsed over 4 or 5 months. So we are going to start all over again. The minister will come and start to the normal process to have a bill. We want to sanitize the whole document.
That's not the leader of government business na Parliament, Honorable Matthew Numa, been they talk about the reason why make them police bill na Parliament. Mohamed Rahman Suare, na the Minister of Information and Communication, and na the person where been laid this bill na Parliament. But how he feel about this?
Not to the Ministry of Information, the responsibility for craft law. You know, say the law officers department then say get their own boku all that in them for do. But finally, I'm pretty confident we will get that bill ready. We will table the bill once we all okay with the safeguards there. One thing we clear now the fact say government in commitment for repeal the criminal libel law, not to deal with the compromise. So we don't get problem with that. We will relaunch them. Just how we wish it had not happened this way. So we just continue the process.
The Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, na the parents body for journalists them na Salone, where don the champion the cause for police law. Ahmed Said Nazrela, now the president for this association, is say then they look up to the Ministry of Information for look inside this law.
What we tabled before, the part of the conditions of the Parliament, part of the concerns of Parliament, now that they want to see assurances, safeguards them, both from the IMC part and from SLAJ part. For so say, we post repeal, people repetition could be protected. So we just get for all the Ministry of Information for be more proactive and more forward-looking. And as large, we while to the hope, we also get for be cautious, because we know say elections they can this now, and then a lot there where elections they come, it can be difficult for me then repeal. This not to favor government to do to the media. This not law they affect every citizen.
But how journalists them receive this message? Thomas Dixon, now the editor for the Salone Times newspaper, he say cabinet for put foot down for say this law pass.
I think the withdrawal is very sad, very unfair for a bill for the parliament for 3 months without being discussed, especially a bill as important as ensuring the fundamental human rights of not only journalists but all Sierra Leoneans. In the executive need for put on more effort. It doesn't stop with drafting the bill and taking the bill to parliament. Otherwise, it will be seen as a form of political game. It should be seen as a bill where the president intends for less as part of a legacy. We go enhance in democratic credential as well. And for counsel journalists and see the need for both to and strengthen the IMC Act. I not believe the IMC Act should be strengthened. We don't need a replacement of the criminal libel law. We need a removal, an absolute repeal of that law.
As this law don't come out of parliament now, it gets for go through the process them back where it be used for each day for make member of parliament them go begin debate and back. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce the reports. The program is still a listen to on a midday show where they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You dey listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Well, I still get with me Ambassador Francis Patterson, when are the CEO and chairman for Preach Peace Salone. Well, before we go for the different inserts in there, if don't they talk about the work way, then don't they do. One thing way like we ask you before we go talk about the factors them way involved when they make any country not be peaceful. Was how you talk about the different thing them. So what do you think say that the way forward?
Well, the way forward now engagement. And we don't take as key factor we do for engaged continuous engagement. Because one thing I want to make you know, violence not to today it don't start in this country. Making always say from independence. We just don't decide not for day at peace. And one two people like they talk about this tribalism and whatnot. Make you always tell people and say another place na Salone because Sierra Leone a place where we just dey about we self. Everybody, you know, where they watch how we dey marriage. So it just not possible for let we decide say we want for tribalism and anything in day. We need for day together. As Sierra Leonean, we need for make this country because this not the only place where we get. We not get 2 salon, now 1 green salon we get. And so now they make we don't decide for go this now waiting we don't decide for do. We not they do them for salary, we need do them for payment. We they do them so that tomorrow we name them. People then go say yes. There was an organization we name so and so for picking them tomorrow. Because most of you they do this thing, whether you like it or not, age they add every day. Politician they come, politician they go, but Mama Salone still they. And we get we picking them way they grow, then they come up. Now so we want for let themselves can live and not feel say yes now the answer. No, we want let we picking them can they in peace. You get Mende picking, you get for married to Timini picking. You get Fuller picking, you get for married to Loco. So it just now so we get for day. So there is no way we they look with self, we no one for live with yourself na this country. Now so we don't day and now so it get for continue. So peace na the only way. So we don't decide for go about all about and we need do this thing no more na Freetown. We dey go up country, we dey go each and every village by the grace of God for spread the news of peace. That peace na the only way out.
Okay, so in terms of una messaging, how una go for go about for una go for embark on this una different activities them? How una go for the send out una message? What are some of the thing them like una go for the talk to people for maintain the country in peace?
Well, presently we dey on training. We get some of our lieutenants and we dey train. over 500 presently in our office wey na 83 Campbell Street. We dey train them. We want for the let them dey in a bus, just like how you see people like dey inside bus then they market medicine. Now so we want people them for the market this message of peace. We get people that will get for the send out now different communities them. We dey send them out. Now one great thing that they preach about now peace. Yes, we know say you not gladdy, but the first thing what you need now peace. We get for the go now certain house them, because this thing we want take come from the home. Because if the home is not peaceful, if the home is corrupt, if the picking the way they come up from that home, they're not peaceful, they're corrupt. Now the same thing that they can't do, now the government are the same thing they do in the nation. So now so we want for Duam, we get for the go community to community, places to places, town to town. Now so we want for Duam.
Okay, so then they now na targets. So then they will the targets in
we
this
target
peace
each
building.
and every Sierra Leonean, young, old, middle age, everybody, because this problem of being violent, they put an almost saying that the youth them. But the big people themselves, some of them are then the influence the young people there. So we target everybody, could cut across every Sierra Leonean. As long as you're in a Salone man, you need for be peaceful, because this is not the only place where you get where you call home.
Okay, we see different organization in day where they preach about peace, but just like what you say, still violence they go on and things then they were not able to get right up till now it. So what do you think say wrong in terms of everything?
Well, like I tell you, like all tribes in this country, we get them inside organization, and we get people in way you go surprise or no say me executive. I get people in way we don't represent West Side. I get RAF na me executive. I get everybody, because then people there, if they team up for tell you say fet's no good, then tell you what it mean for let we fet. I believe say that message they go a long way than me way just experience them. So we get everybody inside we executive now we organization we fit for this job.
The program is still listened to na me the show they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The Director of Teacher Management at the Teaching Service Commission, Marian Abu, don't confirm to Radio Democracy say na over 1,900 teachers the commission suspend. He talked this in Siren interview where he do Radio Democracy. Also, if they talk about the teacher them where they don't suspend because they may get problem with them verification. He explained on to Mangi Mansari inside this interview.
Yes, that's true. We get some temporal suspension of teachers them, but not to just not then suspending teachers here. They don't begin suspending from sometime in 2019, early 2019 to date. But not to be one day woko when it comes to teacher business.
You can tell with the total number where they suspend.
Now 1,948 teachers. The breakdown: Northwest gets 271, Southern region get 402, Western region get 384, Northern region get 454, Eastern region get 437.
So what are the reasons?
We get various reasons. The first reason, they call them no-show. Then teacher, now they get this national identification number what we take for every citizen in this country. The NCR and they get that number there. Some teacher they no go register because of various reasons. Before this term, teacher they can just grab when one person die, somebody taking PIN code. Wait, no right. One PIN code now for one person. You die, the PIN code done. But apparently, because recruitment be restricted, most heads of schools, what do they do? When one teacher die, then they replace them with another teacher at the school. Forgetting that then two teachers not get the same name. But 10 come when they say for register for elections, when the teacher then they go register, they go register with that name when they use at the school. Now the original names that they go register with. For instance, for the Kamara na Indai, you the teacher at the school, now you name Almami Conte. But because space there and at the only space where they go take that space there for the camera in space and make sure say they receive salary. Now sit all and name they. But you with NCRA, your real name because you register with yourself na Almami Conte. So we can try for merge all the names then they for make sure say it be one name. Me fraud no dey na in can notice all them boku problem here. The second set of people who call a mismatch. Inside can be name and date of birth. Some man they cannot TSC can register na me name na this date them born me. Then when they go NCRE they can go different date of birth. When they go NASIT because they want stay long na the field for work, then get a different date of birth. The name and this date of birth then they call a mismatch. And if you get name wrong, date of birth not be the same, now they call major mismatch. And some man they take like 10 years Some man born 1971. We go now city say born 1981. Just because 10 years and then at the field, na major mismatch. And we believe say then they not so straightforward thing. Na fraudulent thing they do. Because of that fraud they know they put in at the payroll. Na mismatch them call them. We get some. Then get the NACIT number, then get certificate for B teacher, but they don't get NIN. NIN, National Identification Number, na number where every Sierra Leonean forgets because they say that number there, you go police so now you go use, you go for passport so now you go use, you go for ID card, everything. Some man not get them because you not just be register, you not be just care for register. Some man be